Welcome back. On today's show, When More Is Not Enough, we've been discussing ambition. And joining us in the studio is Marianne Miles, whose determination to succeed has led to the growth of her flourishing PR agency, which represents some of UK's fastest rising stars of stage, screen and business. Welcome to the show, Marianne.
Welcome,
Glad to have you.
Exciting. Wow.
Would you describe yourself as someone who's ambitious?
Yes, very. I've always been ambitious. When I was younger, I used to. Do you know? I'm showing my age now. You know when you go to school and you used to like wrap your books.
Yes.
Right. So I used to charge people. I used to wrap people's books on them at school and charge them.
She was always business orientated.
I was always trying to do some sort of anything to do with business or trying to build something for myself and make some money from something. So I've always been like that from a young age.
Fantastic.
Right, yeah. I'm thinking, why didn't I think of that? I did it for free.
Let's hope some young ones are watching the show and they can pick up these tips from us.
No, that is great. So what inspired you to start your own business? And I guess it was this ambition. You thought, you know what?
I always wanted to, but then I went into work quite early.
Yeah.
I was a mother quite early as well, so that drives you to make sure you're stable, where you have a stable income.
Definitely.
And I went into PR in the music industry, and then I got made redundant. And
heartbreaking.
Yes, and I was a few months like, what am I going to do? And then somebody approached me. He said, I'm launching a book. I've written a book. Can you do my PR? And I don't know why, I just didn't think of doing that freelance for myself.
Wow.
But as soon as he said it, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Dropped.
And I did it for him, and I went straight in, and I did the launch party, and I built a contact list, and it wasn't work. I never slept. I didn't want to sleep either. It was horrible sleeping because I just wanted to work on it. And as soon as when I did that, and then I've been going ever since.
Wow, so that's very inspirational, isn't it? Why do you think it's important to inspire young people?
So that they are grounded, so that they have hope. And we see a lot of kids nowadays, and it's like they're directionless. They don't know which way they're going. So it's always good to inspire young kids to have an ambition, to have a dream, and have a goal and work on it. Don't think it's something that's far, far, far away. It's to make sure they know that there's steps, but also have to just to see it. You know that you're aiming at something, and that is your end goal. Because if they don't have anything to strive for or don't have a goal, then where are they going? And I think we're seeing what happens when young people do not have a direction or a goal or an ambition. They just end up
doing the negative things, and that's what we try to spread them from that.
And sometimes like there's the next level, because sometimes people set goals for themselves, or this is what I want to achieve, I want to go for that, but in some point while they are trying to achieve that goal, there's a barrier, there's a failure, or there's a no for an answer, or there's an obstacle. So how can they keep themselves motivated and be able to go over these obstacles?
I always say that failure is growth. If you don't do anything at all, you're never going to hit a barrier. You're never going to get a no, and you're never going to hit any obstacles. So that means you're doing something. That means you're heading in a direction. So that's a good thing. That means you're learning. You have to learn from failure. You have to learn from the barriers and the obstacles. That's how you know which direction. Your journey is never like that. It's going to be like that, like that, like that. You're going to go like that. But that's how you learn how to get to your goal, by navigating yourself through the failures and through the obstacles and through the barriers. That's a brilliant thing. Once you're hitting stuff like that, it means you're learning. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's a good thing to do.
Can you give us an idea of what you tend to do, for example, with your mentoring schemes?
Yeah.
How does it work?
We mentor, right now we have a scheme, my company's Marianne Media Foundation.
Right.
And with the foundation, what we're doing is mentoring younger people who want to be entrepreneurs, and also older people.
Wow, that's good.
Because sometimes I got made redundant and I was in my 30s when that happened, but sometimes it happens when you're in your 40s, 50s and 60s. And then what do you do? Exactly. So what we do is we mentor young people to think about building a business. Don't just think about going to university, going to college and getting a job. Think about building a business from now. So we teach them basic business skills. And obviously they've got this wonderful thing called the internet, so your business could just be online. So that's one thing we teach them as well. With older people, we're teaching them social media skills.
Wow.
We're teaching them social media skills. I've just got my mum to learn how to do WhatsApp video. Videoing my dad in Jamaica over WhatsApp. We teach them social media skills because this is one of the main promotion tools that we have, especially if we're starting our businesses. So we teach them Facebook, we teach them Snapchat, which is great to see older people using the filters, and stuff like Skype and FaceTime, just so that they're not jaded and they're not feeling like, the world is passing them by and they're just going to sit down and not have anywhere to go, so that they just get involved more in society. And I find it both sides, the younger people and the older people, it's really great when you see that light go off and they think, oh, I can do this. It's really, really fulfilling to do.
So in PR, you can face a number of challenges and you meet a lot of different people. And, I know that you've worked with some celebrities, and we're talking about, whether more can ever be enough, And I know that you're surrounded with people and sometimes their egos are huge and they always want more and they always want something different and they always want to be current and they always want to be relevant. How would you cope with that? And do you think that it's possible to ever be satisfied with where you're at?
Some people are never satisfied, and I think that's something that's more to do with something they're struggling with inside rather than their career. I think when you achieve a goal, you're always going to think of another one. If you're an ambitious person, you achieve one goal, you're always going to think of something else that you can do. So I don't know if it's something that you're not satisfied or you're just striving for, you're just challenging yourself to do something. I think it's twofold. There are some people who will never be satisfied. That's because they don't know what they want, ultimately. But for me, I feel like I've achieved certain things when it comes to business. Just starting a company and building it and making a name. I think I didn't have to be a multi-million-dollar company, but I started it and I got clients and I got paid for them. And to me, that was an achievement.
It definitely is.
That was an achievement. So it depends how far you want to take it. So I'm happy with that small achievement. And then I wanted to do something which was charitable. So I started the foundation and the mentoring, and I'm doing that now. So I feel fulfilled there because I'm doing it. So now, I have another goal. I've written a book. I want to get it published. So they don't have to be astronomical. So with some people, it is ego that makes them think I want to have 20 million by next year. But then for most people, I think once you achieve one thing, you think I've done that now. What else can I do? To challenge yourself. And I think it's a healthy thing.
I love that.
You mentioned healthy, and that delves into my question, because you see we see most people having an ambition that you've just mentioned that is extravagant. So how can our viewers recognize when their ambition is healthy? Like how can they be able to evaluate their ambition and recognize that this is a healthy ambition? What makes a healthy ambition?
What it takes for you to achieve it. It makes you know what healthy. If you have to go down roads which are illegal, for one, which are illegal, which go against your morals, which go against your values, then that ambition is not for you. It's not the way that you're supposed to be going. You really have to take this. Whenever I'm mapping something I want to do, I map the journey. This is what I have to do, then I have to do that, then I have to do that to get to there. If any of those things I can't tell my parents I'm doing, then I'm not supposed to be doing it. And that's how you evaluate. If you're going down a wrong road in order to get to that point, you're not supposed to be there.
Lovely.
That's wonderful final.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well said.
That just gives us a way to measure. And I completely agree. If our ambition takes us in a road that's not, or sometimes not even, a road that we have to hide, a road that's not legal, but also sometimes it's like you can't even figure out how that's going to happen. Like, I want $1 million in the next month. There's no way you can make $1 million in a month in a healthy way. So just by you looking at what it takes can help you understand whether your ambition is healthy or not. Very useful advice from Marianne.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Marianne,
thank you
for
very
coming
much,
into this
Marianne.
studio. We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
We've really learned a lot, and we are inspired by your ambition.
Thank you.
Very much
And
so.
I absolutely love the fact that you are able to enjoy your achievements.
Right,
You know, like at some point you had your goal, you went for it, you achieved it, and now you're able to take that goal in. Because we were discussing earlier that some people are never really satisfied. It's like, I have this goal, I've achieved it, but I'm still not satisfied with what I've achieved.
Yeah.
You have to pat yourself on the back. You have to give yourself time to breathe and look around and say, yeah, what next?
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you, Marianne, for joining us.
Thank you very
So
much.
we're going to take a short break, and after the break, we'll be back with When More Is Not Enough.